My name is Ronali Shai, and this is my executive summary for the MKT640 brand publishing course. So the first slide is why use a content calendar. So the purpose of a content calendar and why a company would want to use one has to do with planning, organization, coordination, and accessibility. So content calendars are very useful tools that can help the chief marketing officer as well as the marketing team with storing all of the marketing content for the company. It provides a way to plan, organize, and coordinate content information all in one area. This is a one-stop shop that is then accessible to anyone who is involved in content marketing, which helps the marketing efforts as everyone is working towards the same end goal. The content calendar shows the coordinated effort of the marketing team by having a place where ideas, topics, and dates are kept. The content calendar is where the team will find a prioritized list of topics, an all-inclusive list of everyone who is responsible for the topic, including an assigned owner, in addition to a list and links of the channels and the information that will be distributed across. Business objectives and why a content calendar is necessary include organize and capture, assign and publish, in addition to tracking. A good content calendar should have 3 primary goals. The first one is to organize and capture ideas, so that may be blogs, social media posts, etc. So for Uber, I think it would be beneficial to research the competition, and the competition for Uber is Lyft, and to see what they are doing on their social media accounts and determine how they can create content that is better in some way, shape, or form. They can learn from Lyft and what they do well and build upon that. The second business objective would be to assign authors and keep track of when content will be published. I initially selected SDL to help with the delivery and timing of content in a previous assignment. So we would want to utilize them again. And the third goal is to track the success and ongoing promotion of published content. We would utilize tools such as Google Analytics and SDL, the company that we selected, to work with from our previous assignment. The content calendar is a tool to help with a company's marketing goals, and the content should not just be created to post, but it should align with or support the customer journey and overall company goals. A successful content calendar will utilize keywords that consumers will do internet searches for and help with planning and tracking keyword use, which will give the site a boost in inbound traffic. The current content needs of Uber is to be reusable, engaging, useful, and relevant. So Uber does have a presence on social media channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. The content is cohesive across the platforms, which is beneficial. Effective content is subjective, just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Content needs to be actionable, targetable, useful, trackable, and also reusable. Uber needs to focus on content that is reusable and can be used across a wide range of channels so that small tweaks can be made if necessary. It's not just enough to create content, but the content must be useful. Many marketing executives have a bunch of content, but not all of it is useful. The content should be relative to the company objectives and goals and useful for various business units, especially the sales team. Uber has many lines of business, including Uber Eats and Uber Freight. Therefore, the content can vary widely depending on the business unit using it. Relevancy is important, as Uber needs to make sure that it focuses on what it is doing well so that it continues to entice riders and drivers amid a pandemic. Uber's current content sheds light on pertinent matters such as the COVID-19 pandemic, keeping drivers and patrons safe by requiring everyone to wear a mask, and also committing to be an anti-racist company. LinkedIn and Facebook have the least amount of engagement, so the chief marketing officer needs to consider more engaging, useful, and relevant content for these platforms. For Facebook, perhaps it targets a different generation compared to LinkedIn, where it may focus on more of the potential employees. Different platforms may require adaptable content. The future content needs for Uber need to be on publishing, the competition, differentiation, and actionable. So publishing has become necessary for the future growth of every business and chief marketing officer, including Uber. Publishing is critical to the success of digital marketing, social media, and sales programs that drive growth. Uber needs to be aware of the competition, which is Lyft, and their marketing strategies, but also not lose sight of their own objectives and goals. Uber needs to understand what they are doing well and what can be improved upon. Consumers are looking for more personalized content, which is time-consuming for companies, but an effective marketing strategy. Future content from Uber needs to be distinguishable and unique from the competition. The content should be actionable as it gives customers a compelling reason to want to act, and therefore content should support every stage of the buyer's journey. So the provider that I determined would be best to use with Uber is Kapost. Uber would benefit from a partnership with Kapost for the content calendar, as it supports content planning with content calendaring and producer collaboration tools. The content calendar is the quickest way for the CMO and others to see exactly what type of content is being worked on, especially for writers, editors, and publishers. The content is the foundation of marketing, and Kapost helps solve the chaos and complexity surrounding it. Kapost is able to effectively and efficiently manage content by helping to align processes, people, and technology. Kapost Content Calendar is the best way for anyone in the company to see what content is being worked on, including high-level planning the team has done to build its marketing strategy. Kapost can help with content calendar that can be continuously updated, visible and accessible, comprehensive, established workflows, and strategic in nature. A living document that can be updated when necessary, in addition to being readily available, is important for the marketing team, but also for the diverse group of stakeholders within the business. Visibility of the content calendar helps stakeholders understand plans and allows their questions to be proactively addressed before content is complete. Kapost also makes sure that comprehensiveness is a priority, as it provides a central repository of all content, which can proactively eliminate potential mistakes. Kapost also has preset workflows that keep a company on track to confidentially meet deadlines through the organization of big themes and cadence publishing. What are the implementation costs associated with starting a content calendar? Well, the cost can be variable, but also critical. Implementation costs can be variable depending on willingness to invest. According to Rogers, nearly every large enterprise is increasing its investment in the marketing content and deploying systems for distributing content through social, mobile, digital marketing, and sales channels. Kapost is great for brands that create a large volume of content, such as Uber. Uber is a global company that is large enough to outsource Kapost to directly and strategically help with its content calendar needs. It is critical to invest in brand publishing and content management in order to differentiate itself from the competition. Uber, having a content calendar, can help them optimize their increased return on investment, or ROI. According to Rogers, every organization can realize significant immediate cost savings and productivity improvements in the short term and increase the value, revenue, and return on investment of content investment in the longer term. That's the end of the presentation, and these are the references that I used along with my notes. Thank you very much.